Hey, boys. Coming out of yesterday's practice, we all know it wasn't good enough. Today's practice.
Dino, go! Finish the set. Good 18. Out we go. Finish the set. Good 18. Set, 19! Dino, go! Set, 19! Out, go!
And you know what, men? That was pretty darn good. And you know what really gets me excited? The fact that I know.
Today, from NRG Stadium in Houston.
After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. On first down, it's Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
On first and 10, Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The numbers for Cooks in that game last week, 5 catches, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's number 6 in the league in receiving yards, and he plays for his team first, but he also in the back of his mind, he's thinking, if I can get into the top 5, that might affect his bonus in his contract.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Faking the give, now Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point up and good by Folk. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. Now a first down throw, Watson. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. To throw is Watson. Completion left side to Miller. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A huge play there for Houston. Typically with catches like that, we talk about the height of the wide receiver, but he's one of the shorter receivers in the NFL.
And it doesn't seem to matter, does it? Put the tape measure away. How about some of these guys under 6 feet tall? Antonio Brown, T.Y. Hilton, and Super Bowl 53 MVP, Julian Edelman.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans go nearly the length of the field. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. After the interception, here's Watson. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. And Folk's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Off of play action, it's Watson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off inside the 5. And a big... Now following the field goal, what can this offense do? We're about to find out.
26 mark. Here we go. 26.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to...
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Cooks on the quick slant. And he's brought down. And that pass puts him up over 200 yards already here in the first.
And what it also does is it allows the offensive coordinator to be not selective anymore, but a little looser, right? You're feeling good about things. Accurate, balls being completed, yardage is being gained. Go ahead and keep taking shots. The whole team has confidence now.
Second down and goal. Watson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now Watson on third and goal. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th up. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time, and it's 3rd and short. Back to throw, Watson. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Watson on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
And under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal, a loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down.
26, Mike, 27. You got nothing. 26, Mike, 26, Mike. Here we go.
Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
On first down, Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on third down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
Here's Watson. Touchdown. It's complete. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A huge play there for Houston. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play, they max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Lindsey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Again, it's Lindsey. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense in this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this is now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not really much of an advantage. You might be playing well, now it slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Watson off play action. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
From the 50, it's Watson. Going up top for Miller. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with it defensively, and it'll bring up second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Watson's throw hauled in by QT here. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And that was a pleasing run from Phillip Lindsay coming over from the Denver Broncos to join now a crowded backfield with the Houston Texans. But why is it so crowded? Because they finished 31st in the league last year in rushing, and they're trying to find anyone who can lead them and get that running game moving in Houston.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a give to Lindsay. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
That's into a crowd. Intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Rams force the turnover. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Watson's throw taken in there by Cooks. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Watson now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off at the 24. And the return will be stopped. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
I don't think any of us are surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On second down, right back to Lindsey. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Another run by Lindsey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now it's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Here's Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Off-play action. Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Texans. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3rd and 2, Watson. That's caught by is tight end Jordan Akins. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and he's going to have it by plenty, able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 117 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I'm coming after you. 26, 9 and 1.
Now a handoff for Lindsey.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Ingram. And a short gain down to about the 33. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Escapes the sack. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Aaron Donald drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
13.5 sacks in 2020, which tied for 2nd in the NFL behind T.J. Watt of Pittsburgh. We're getting to that territory where we're starting to take this man for granted. Defensive Player of the Year, 3 out of the last 4 seasons in the NFL.
And it's incomplete. They cannot turn it over. Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake. Watson. 20, 10, touchdown Texans. Kiki QT with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right?
Yes,
As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their 2nd meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks. Nice run there by Mark Ingram. The 3-time Pro Bowler and 3-time 1,000-yard rusher was signed by the Texans to be a veteran presence in their running back room, despite the fact he'll be 32 in December. Hoping to get one more good season out of the former Heisman Trophy winner.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check.
And Watson's going to throw it here. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
From the gun on third, Watson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. They go play action here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Rams are going to again with a football. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Texans, they run their mark to 6-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Rams, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.